This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, October 29th, 2015. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have one system moving off into the Great Lakes in the northeast, another system dropping into the desert south and west, and that's going to be affecting us late Friday into the day on Saturday. But right now we're going to have one storm pulling off. Still going to bring us some clouds across our northern and northeastern counties of the state with partial sunshine elsewhere. Highs will be in the upper 40s, unfortunately, with the clouds, and lower to maybe some middle 50s in our southern counties with some sunshine there. But we should see sunshine through the rest of the state, and the entire state, I should say, on Friday. But unfortunately, clouds will be on the increase with that storm coming in from the south and west. Highs will be in the 50s for the most part on Friday. But as I said, clouds will be on the increase. Some showers are possible Friday night into the day on Saturday. They should be moving out as we move into trick-or-treat time Saturday night. Otherwise, there could be just a lingering shower in our eastern counties, but that will pull off to the east by at least the evening hours. And Sunday looks to be the best of the days on the weekend as we move into the month of October. Highs will be mainly in the 50s for the most part, with some partly to mostly sunny skies. And then, of course, as we move into the first full week of November, here on Monday the 2nd, winds will be from the south and west. That's going to start boosting our temperatures up. We should see a few 60s here on Monday. And even Tuesday, we should see quite a bit more 60s. And it'll be a little bit breezier here on Tuesday here as winds will come out of the south and west. This will be ahead of the next system that's taking shape over the Intermountain West. Rain, mountain snow out there, Utah up toward Yellowstone and up into Montana. And that's going to be slowly moving in our direction. And you can see the Gulf is beginning to open up with some showers possible in Oklahoma and Texas. That's going to slowly pull in. And with this system, you can see it digging in the southwest. It could be a prolonged pattern of rather active weather as we move toward the end of the week and into the following weekend. You'll see that here by next Thursday. Deep system digging into the south and west, and that's going to eventually pull out. But where it pulls out, there's still some uncertainty in that because that's going to be going into the end of next week and in the following weekend. But we're somewhat confident that the first part will bring a little bit of precipitation here by next week at this time. Some uncertainty after that, however. Going into the extended period further than that, here around the 9th of November, you can see one system well off to our east, another system's approaching from the west, and that could be our only system during the extended period. Of course, no real trends are developing at this point. Temperatures look to be fairly seasonal, at least at this point. Maybe some colder weather coming in behind this system around Veterans Day or so. Other than that, it looks to be fairly calm and quiet, at least at this point, according to the GFS. And even at the end of the forecast on the 13th, we have a fairly split flow. Subtropical jet across the south, another jet stream across the north, and we're pretty much in between the two, so that's going to keep us somewhat quiet. Some rainy and active weather across the southern plains, and some active weather up in Canada and across the north and west, but it looks to be fairly quiet, but there's still a lot of uncertainty and no real trends are developing, so confidence is remaining somewhat low. Satellite image from last evening, that's not looking really confident. We're fairly confident in this that there's a low moving away from us. We have some clouds across the west. That's gathering with that next system that's going to be coming in Friday night and into Saturday. Watch morning map from last evening. Some wind issues across the northeast. Frost and freeze advisories across the central plains back into Colorado. And elsewhere across the country, it's fairly quiet at this time, which is a little bit interesting for this time of the year. But the QPF chart, that doesn't look fairly quiet. That looks rather rainy through Monday. A little bit of the rain around here is with this next system, maybe a quarter to a half an inch, heaviest over Texas and into the northwest as well.